Hello everyone and welcome back to the second matchup of the PBC-SAC crossover tournament. We've got the USC Aiken Pacers taking on the Carson Newman Eagles, and after such a thrilling first match between the Lander Bearcats and Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters, I gotta say, I hope this one is half as exciting as that one.
Oh, we can only hope. That was a great game there. I mean,
it
was on your toes the whole time, so I hope the Pacers, they really get in here. I mean, honestly, I hope the Pacers get the lead early because, this is my team. But at the same time, I love a good basketball game.
Absolutely. Jordan Phillips alongside Kristen Lowry, excited to bring you this action. We'd like to say a welcome and thank you to all the fans watching at home. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Jekka Simmerly versus Emily Waters for the tip-off. And Waters winning that one handily, as Chandler handles it for the Pacers. Quickly over into the corner, off the mark, and off the hands of Waters, rebounded by the Eagles. Taking that one up is Price. Down low, and easily in for Simmerly. Fast-paced matchup so far. Bruce inbounding that one to Chandler. Bruce sends it up to Waters. Waters up to two-wheel, but tipped and taken away by Brianna Smith.
Not the best start for the Pacers so far. Hopefully we'll pick it up a little bit.
So Price has it, or Smith has it, excuse me. She gets it over to number 32, Mika Wester.
And I did the preseason preview with Coach Miller, and he said he didn't know where everybody was going to be playing, the roles that they were going to have because they had so many new people come in. So I'm pretty excited to watch and see how these girls fit in.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for the Pacers. They've got a lot to learn about each other. This is a completely new team apart from three players. Driving is Price, who gets it back over to Smith, driving in. And Simmerly, and puts it back in, does Simmerly. So Bruce has it, off the pass from Chandler, up to Waters. Waters carrying it up. Waters gets it back to Chandler, excuse me. Chandler drives in, takes the shot off the backboard and out. And they're going to call, I believe, over the back on Emily Waters. And that's exactly what it's going to be. So a hot start by the Eagles here, 4-0 is specifically a hot start for Jekka Simmerly, who has 4 points so far in the match.
But as we know from game one of this tournament, a hot start does not necessarily mean a win.
Exactly, it means almost nothing. Basketball is it's a sport that you can score so quickly in. I mean, there's no point in predicting the score throughout the entire game.
That's right.
It's so easy to get on a run and spark some massive offensive success.
And here we have Star coming in. Star Toomey for Emily Waters.
And two-wheel guards Marisites. Price gets that one over, and for three, off the mark. Rebounded by Bruce. Bruce bringing it up fast. And that one's down. It'll be a jump ball that will go the way of, that's going to go the way of the Eagles. So the inbound's going to come from Wester. So Harris Price will bring it up. And the Eagles controlling it. Wester has it and kicks it back out to Marisites. And Smith has it. And that'll be a foul called on the Pacers.
Fouls on the Pacers, number 32, Shane Fluellen. That's her first.
That's going to go up against Fluellen. And Wester puts that one up off the mark, but rebounded by the Eagles. Bruce has it, or Price has it, excuse me. And fighting for it, and that'll be another jump ball. This one's going to go the Pacers' way. So the Pacers looking to put some offense together here.
Try to get on a board here, capitalize on that opportunity.
And Chandler bringing it up for the Pacers. And miscommunication there between Chandler and two-wheel, and that one sails past and goes out. So now Wester will inbound for the Eagles, and Price is going to bring it up. Simmerly has it and gets it back to Smith. Back out to Price. Price with it. Now Smith again. Over into the corner to Wester. Wester bringing it in. Blocked by Starr. Toomey. Chandler trying to take that one away, but maintaining possession was Marisites.
And what a good job there by Carson Newman to not give up on that ball.
And that one's taken away by Bruce. And a foul on Shea Fluellen. That was a nice move, but the shot wouldn't fall, but she's going to have a chance to make up for it at the line. And off the mark on the first shot is Fluellen. Looking to get on the board here are the Pacers. 6:59 remaining in the first quarter. And she sinks that one for the first point of the Pacer season. So Marisites has it, gets it back over. Beautiful pass, Smith pulling up and knocks it down. 2 points for Brianna Smith. Now Chandler has it. Moving through the defense, kicks it into the corner to Two-Wheel. Now pulling up, off the mark. Rebound by Toomey. And that's going to be a foul. Called on Simmerly. So Celine Vega will be in on the inbound for the Pacers. Gets that one over to Chandler. Chandler kicking into Two-Wheel from 3-point. And just off the mark on that one. And that's another foul on Simmerly already with 3 in this match. They're going to have to pay close attention to that as this match goes on. She has 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes. So Bruce gets it over to Chandler, back out to Vega, who also pulls up from 3-point range.
Oh.
Off the mark, Toomey brings
So
it down, gets it out to Bruce, and she
There we
knocks
go.
it down. And the Eagles wasting no time in bringing it back up. Harris Price with it. And now Marisites from 3, knocks it down. Beautiful stroke, net not even moving.
That's right.
So Chandler has it for the Pacers, gets it over to Vega. Vega getting trapped a little bit, makes the pass, but nobody home. Smith with it now.
That's some great defense right there by Carson Newman. I mean, they really pressured Vega there and forced her into throwing the ball, and it worked out well for them.
And Smith knocks it down. 11-3 now. Yes, Smith, or the defense from the Eagles on Vega was absolutely smothering there. There was nowhere for her to go. And a timeout will be taken by head coach Mark Miller. And that's going to be a full media timeout, so we'll be right back with the action in the first quarter. And welcome back, everyone. 11-3, your score in favor of the Carson Newman Eagles. It will be Pacer ball with Marissa Bruce inbounding.
Really hoping to see the Pacers pick the pace up a little bit, get a little bit more intensity, and really give Carson Newman, some better competition so far.
Absolutely. Vega has the ball, and that's going to be a foul called. They're going to call that one. That one's going up against Kelsey Marisites.
I felt like that was a fairly obvious call, but they've really been pressuring Vega every time she gets the ball.
Absolutely, yeah. They've been all over Celine Vega so far. And Shayla Baldwin coming on for the Pacers, and she'll pick it up. Llewellyn gets it into the corner to Mel Two-Wheel, driving in. Nice little fader there, but off the front of the rim, rebounded by Miko Wester. Into the corner. With it is Tori Griffin, who gets it back to Marisites. Marisites drives in, almost unimpeded with an easy layup.
Yeah, Baldwin did not stick with her well there.
And Llewellyn off the top of the rim. And now Kelsey Marisites with it. And she pulls up from three, off the mark, rebounded by the Eagles. And that is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be the Eagles. And Kelsey Marisites at the top. Gets it back to Price, drives in, and just off the mark, but Marisites there for the rebound. Over to Price. Price making a move. Gets it back to Kayla Marisites. In the corner is Griffin. Moving it around. Over to Kelsey Marisites. Now Marisites gets it to her sister Kayla. Back over is Griffin. Griffin has it. Driving in. And a wide open lane. Just didn't make the good shot. But the whistle will be blown. I believe they're going to say that Marisites stepped out. And they will indeed. Mel Two-Wheel with it. Gets it over and blocked, but rebounded by Two-Wheel, but once again rebounded.
They're just having a hard time getting that ball up there.
Price is making a move.
Oh, wow. What a
Beautiful
great pass. Well, that was great. That was awesome. That was a great pass there.
Yeah, that was an absolutely beautiful feed from Price over to Kelsey Marisites for the easy lay-in.
Oh, yeah, sweet little behind-the-back pass.
Two-Wheel driving in. Takes a shot way too much behind that one. Not a chance. And rebounded by Tori Griffin.
She is really struggling getting that ball into the net.
And easy points for Miko Wester, 17-3 out of the gate by the Carson Newman Eagles. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back with this PBC-SAC crossover action presented by Aiken Flooring. And back out onto the court are the teams. Bringing it up is Kyrie Chandler, driving to the lane and blocked by the Eagles. This Eagle defense is just absolutely smothering the Pacers.
Yeah, really, they haven't had a shot. The Pacers haven't had a shot that they could put up without being blocked or guarded. I mean, which is what Carson Newman is supposed to do, but they obviously are doing. So they're just really struggling offensively, and Carson Newman is doing a great job defensively and offensively. I mean, they're putting the ball up, they're passing to the open players.
And Price bringing that one in. I believe they're going to call that one a charge. They're going to call that a foul on Marissa Bruce. They're going to say that was a blocking foul, and she's going to head to the line. It's Price. Yeah, I mean, this Carson Newman defense is just smothering the Pacers, and it's forcing them to take shots that they maybe shouldn't take.
Yeah, and I mean, and on the opposing side, I mean, Carson Newman's offense, they're high intensity, they're quick, they're passing, they see the open shot. I mean, they're just doing an exceptional job right now.
Absolutely. I mean, this Carson Newman team has absolutely been lights out. And despite some effort from the band and crowd, that one sinks in for Marissa Price. Or Harris Price, excuse me. Yep, and she was 2 for 2. Now Mel Two-Wheel passes it over. Chandler with it now. Sent back across the court to Two-Wheel. And that's going to be called a blocking foul on the Eagles. That one going up against Chelsea Marisites.
Well, Shauna Lee is going to step up to the line. Let's see what she can do here.
The Pacers in desperate need of some offense. She'll sink for first. And Lee sinking both. 19 to 5 now, and this high intensity offense continues for the Eagles. Over in the corner, off the mark though by Griffin and rebounded by the Pacers. Marisites and Griffin, they're smothering in the corner. And that went off the hands of Marisites and out. Excellent defense though by Ashton Weichel.
Yeah, great job. But you can tell by the Pacers, you know, the way they look. They are pressured extremely by Carson Newman's defense.
Absolutely, that defense is absolutely.
They're having trouble breaking free through that, and, you know, really making a drive.
Absolutely, and that's really cutting their offense down, and it's making them, it's affecting them on both sides. That shot coming off, but no good. Rebounded by Mamika Wester, and now Marisites with it. Gets it out over to Wester, back over to Brianna Smith, who almost gets it in, but it is. And they're going to call that a travel on Kayla Marisites. That one rebounded by Marisites, but she traveled on the rebound. So
we can only hope that the travel isn't as dominant in this game as it was in the first.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a prevalent call in the first game of the tournament. And so Bruce has it, and she gets it back over to Chandler. Back to Bruce. Two-wheel with it, and that'll be a foul.
The foul is on number 23, Joy Griffin.
And that's one of the big question marks for the Pacers this season. How are they going to be able to replace the offensive production of players like Rocky Apont and Carly Gilreath that was so present last season? As Two-wheel misses the first free throw, and that remains to be seen here. The Pacers are going to have to find some offensive production in a big way from some of these new players. And
Absolutely.
we're not sure who's going to step up and do that yet, but as Two-wheel missing both free throws. And that's just something you cannot afford, especially in a game that is as far apart as this one is. 19 to 5 in favor of the Eagles. You cannot miss 2 free throws out of 2. So Bruce has it, and she'll get it over to Chandler. Chandler back over to Lee, and Lee losing that one. Now Griffin moving up the court, almost uncontested, but gets defended at the last second by Chandler and makes a wild shot off the mark, and that will be Pacer ball.
I mean, that was pretty good defense there on the Pacers side. I mean, they got down there, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely
forced her a little off of her drive, and you know, kind of messed her up a little bit, so she made that bad shot. So that's not a bad thing there for the Pacers.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an excellent defensive hustle by Chandler on that play. So Bruce has it, kicks it over to Two-wheel. Into the corner, and they'll call that a travel on Shayla Baldwin.
It's going to be the first one for the Pacers.
So Marisites gets it back over to Smith, who sends it right back over, and right back again to Smith. Marisites all alone behind the three-point arc, takes that shot off the mark.
I've noticed from this angle, from the few shots that Marisites has taken, her ball tends to drift a little to the right.
It
so
does.
She just, get that a little bit more to the left. She
Yeah.
would have sank quite a few
Yeah,
so
that
far
was.
tonight.
That was a nice shot. As you mentioned, it did drift right. She's going to have to work on her aim. And gets it over. And that one is out off the hands of Addison Bird. It's going to be 1 minute left in this first quarter as Two Wheel brings it up for the Pacers. Gets it over to Chandler and that's going to be a travel on Chandler.
And here we go. We have Smith with the ball.
And Smith getting that one over to Bird, or Weichel, excuse me. Pick set there. Now Bird has it. She gets it over to Wester. Shot taken and drained by Addison Bird.
You can tell the Pacers tried to, pick up some pressure there, add some pressure to Carson Newman's offense, and Carson Newman battled through that.
Yeah, that was excellent offensive presence and a soft touch from Addison Bird to make that shot fall through the good defense from the Pacers. So Kiri Chandler will head to the line to shoot two for the Pacers. And she knocks down the first.
And like we said in game one, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just
Absolutely.
has to get the job done.
And off the mark on the second one was Chandler, rebound from Wester. She's going to bring it up. Over to Smith. Gets it back to Marisites, who's right back over. Smith has it. And that one's taken away by Bruce. She's moving up, looking to get some points here, and blocked by Smith.
That's going to be it for the first quarter there.
And I believe they're going to add some time back here.
Half a second.
Add half a second, so the Pacers will have, or excuse me, yeah, they're going to say that's Pacer ball, so they will have a chance for a quick shot, but it's going to have to be just that, very quick. Catch and release, and fumbled the inbound, did Bruce, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 21-6 is your score in favor of Carson Newman. We'd like to thank the South Carolina Education Lottery for their sponsorship of this broadcast of the PBC-SAC crossover tournament. We're going to take a brief intermission, and we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Shot, but just couldn't nail it down. So Chandler brings it back up for the Pacers. Dribbling in. And a nice play by Chandler. That's going to be an and one for Chandler. She's got a chance to make this a three-point play.
Yeah, excellent job there.
And no good on the three-point play. Marisites with it. Stops on breaks. Wester now has it.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 15, Marissa Bruce. That's her second and the team's first.
And so Marisites will inbound it now.
Coming on the court for the Pacers, number 12, Shayla Baldwin.
Now Shayla Baldwin comes on for the Pacers. And Marisites inbounds that one and gets it right back. Driving in, soft touch, but no good. Rebounded by Two Wheel. Two Wheel making a quick break, sends it over. but the Eagles defense able to set up in time. And Llewellyn had that one, but off the Llewellyn had that one off the hands of Toomey.
Substituting is number 14 for the Eagles, Addison Bird.
Now Addison Bird comes on for Marasites. Wester has it. And Bird from three-pointer knocks it down. Beautiful shot.
Absolutely drain it there. Perfect shot.
26-8 now in favor of the Eagles. Chandler getting it to two-wheel. Three-point shot up.
Oh, wow. Great job there by the Pacers.
Shayla Baldwin with a beautiful shot there. 26-11 now. That's going to be a foul on Baldwin right there. So Price has it. Now Smith bringing it around.
Shots like the one made by Baldwin is what the Pacers need right now. I mean, they need to really press for their offense and get back into this game.
And another beautiful shot by the Eagles, man. I mean, that's the problem. It seems like any time the Pacers are able to get some offense together, the Eagles just answer right back. Their defense is so smothering, and their shots are so clean. And unfortunately, out of bounds for Harris Price, who had a clean look at the basket alongside Brianna Smith, but the Pacers will get the ball back. Oh, excuse me, they're going to say that was a foul. They were going to say that was a foul on Kiri Chandler. So the Eagles will have the ball, and coming over to make the inbound will be Mika Wester. She inbounds it into Harris Price. Price back to Wester. Making a nice move, crossing over. Beautiful layup by Wester. Man, that was an absolutely gorgeous shot. And Waters gets it back to Chandler. And a foul on Harris Price.
I'll tell you what, Carson Newman, they're not even giving the Pacers the chance to get the ball to even half court. I mean, they are pressing them as soon as we inbound the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, it is absolutely smothering defense by the Eagles. And we're going to have a quick 30-second timeout. But before we go to break, we'd like to thank Willie Jules Barbecue. Be sure to go on over for your next meal and tell them Pacers Sports sent you. And we are back with the PBC-SAC crossover tournament presented by the Concierge team. The Carson Newman Eagles leading the USC Aiken Pacers 32-11 here in quarter number 2, 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Emily Waters with the ball, taken back by Llewellyn. And that one's stolen away by Smith in a foot race. Smith off the mark, but rebounded by Bird. Right back to Smith, pulls up once again, and that time it will fall, 32-11 now. Well, and making some moves, but taken away by Smith once again, and she'll take it back right up, but that time it will be off the mark and rebounded by Marissa Bruce. Two-wheel with a wide open look and drains it for three.
There she goes. She's been struggling getting the ball into the net all night, so I'm glad to finally see her make that great shot there.
Yeah, hopefully that will set a fire under her and get her offensive game started tonight. So Bird with it, gets it over to Griffin, who takes the three-pointer of her own, off the mark, rebounded by Bruce. Waters, however, recovers it. Two-wheel once again, takes the shot and drains it.
All right, I think that's the first time that we've scored. Carson Newman hasn't. We've rebounded and been able to capitalize and score again.
Absolutely.
So that's great to see. I mean,
yeah, I think that may be our first back-to-back points all night.
Absolutely. Hopefully it'll put us back into the game a little, set a fire under us.
Absolutely. We're going to need to, the Pacers are going to need to see a change in momentum here if they want to get back into this one. 32-16 your score in favor of the Eagles.
Pacers number 23, Phoenicia Howard. And on the court for Carson Newman, number 1, Kayla Marisites, and number 11, Ashton Whitehill.
So Kayla Marisites will come back out onto the floor alongside Ashton Weichel. Pick set from Tinsley. Weichel pulling up from 3 and off the mark. Rebounded by Tinsley. Blocked by
Great block
Waters,
by Emily Waters there.
but rebounded by the Eagles once again. Kicks it back out. Now Tinsley coming back inside again, but back out again to Bird. Bird pulling up. Oh, a awkward shot, but drained by Bird.
And as we saw right there, Emily Waters can also be quite a presence under the goal.
Yeah, she has a good defensive presence, and the Pacers are going to need her. Or they're going to need her to step up on the defensive and offensive side of things. She's going to have to get those close-in looks, those high percentage shots down low to get the Pacers back into this thing. Going to have to show some aggression on both sides of the ball for the Pacers.
Absolutely. That's one thing I was going to say is I think we need to, I understand how tough this defense is being for Carson Newman. So I think we just need to show a little bit more aggression. Don't be afraid to, to really get in there. If you foul, you foul.
And they're going to call that a travel on Waters. As Star Toomey heads on, we will have a full media timeout, so we're going to take a break, and we will be right back. And welcome back, everyone, to the PBC-SAC crossover tournament presented by Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. Jordan Phillips alongside Kristen Lowry calling the action. 34-16 in favor of the SAC team, Carson Newman. The PBC being represented in this match by the USC Aiken Pacers. Tori Griffin driving in and passing it over to Ashton Weichel, who gets it over to Addison Bird. Back over. Now Weichel has it, pulls up from 3, and drains it. So Phoenicia Howard has it for the Pacers now. Now Celine Vega with it. Mel Two-Wheel has it for the Pacers. Gets it back over to Howard, bringing it in, and blocked, but rebounded by Toomey. And off the mark is Toomey and rebounded by Marisites. Now Weichel has it, who gets it over to Bird. Now back to Marisites. Marisites driving in. And the three-pointer off the mark, but rebounded by Tinsley. Tinsley pulls up, off the mark, rebounded by Toomey.
The foul is on number 1. That's her first. It's the team's third this quarter. Checking back. Okay, so on Emily Waters.
So Howard has it for the Pacers. Celine Vega has it now.
Great
pulling
pass
up.
by Vega.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass by Vega. Unfortunately, Waters not able to capitalize, and now the Eagles bringing it back. Weichel has it for the Eagles. She gets it over to Griffin. Inside to Tinsley, but right back. Bird pulling up off the mark. Marisites goes up for the rebound, but it's taken away by Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel bringing it back down over to Howard. Howard driving in, gets it into Waters. And a travel on Emily Waters. No, they're going to take it back and they're going to say it was a foul.
23 toward Griffin. That's her second. Coming from the line number 32, Michael Lester. Number 33, Madison Munchin on the court for the Pacers, Star Timmy.
So it will be Pacer ball, no shot. Vega inbounds. That one to Howard. Back over to Vega. Vega pulling up from three.
Oh.
Off the mark, rebounded by the Eagles. Wester bringing it up. Gets it over to Weichel. Weichel pulling up from three now. And drains it. Beautiful shot by beautiful shot by Weichel. 40-16 now in favor of the Eagles. Got a little tongue tied there.
We've seen a few nice shots from her tonight.
Yeah, she has.
She's been on the mark.
That was speaking
Just
of
like
nice
that
shots.
one.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one from Phoenicia Howard for the Pacers. And wide open in the corner, but sending it over to Wester, and the Eagles respond immediately at another timeout taken by head coach Mark Miller.
I mean, that's just what we've been seeing from Carson Newman tonight. I mean, they respond to everything that the Pacers have been doing. And even if the Pacers aren't doing anything, they're still
Absolutely.
doing their job offensively. So
Yeah, the Eagles have been just absolutely lights out on both sides of the ball, wasting no opportunities on either side. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here in the second quarter. All right, and that was a short break indeed. We are right back here. It will be Pacer ball. 42-18 is your score in favor of the Carson Newman Eagles. Phoenicia Howard with it for the Pacers. And now Waters pulling up from three, off the mark, rebounded by Wester. And Weichel able to get to that one. Marisites over there. Now Wester pulling up, off her hands wrong, but Marisites able to get to the rebound. Weichel pulling up from three again, off the mark. Rebounded again by Marisites. Marisites back out over to Bird. Off of Bird and out. That will be Pacer ball. So Howard brings it up for the Pacers. And now over to Vega. Vega from three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Weichel.
yeah, Vegas had a few opportunities to shoot the ball from the three, and she just hasn't been able to sink it in.
And that's going to be Pacer ball off the hands of Mika Wester. 42-18 still your score in favor of the Eagles. And Waters with it now, backing down inside, off her hands and in. 42-20 now your score. That's Waters' first points of the match. Now Marisites has it, back over to Wester, who kicks it back to Weichel. 1 minute remaining in the half. Off the mark, rebound by Waters. A lot of pressure from Marisites that time as Howard gets to it. Sent in by Vega, but again, unable to land, and that's going to be a foul.
On Emily Waters.
Yeah.
And she's not agreeing with it.
Yeah, no, she's not. Easy to see some frustration from Waters now on the floor there.
Going to the line to shoot two, Caitlin Marisites.
And Mariside's draining that one 43-20 now with 46.6 seconds remaining in the first half. And rebounded by the Pacers off the miss from Mariside's two-wheel with it. Bringing it up. Kicking it out, but unfortunately off the mark. Tried to get it over to Howard across the court. Just took the wrong angle, and it will be Eagle ball with 39 seconds remaining exactly. So Weichel has it. She gets it over to Bird. Over to Wester. She sends it into Marisites under the goal. And they're going to call it traveling on Marisites. So Howard has it. Driving in, and that's going to be a foul off the shot from Baldwin.
The foul is on number 14, as Bird.
That's going against Bird.
Smith, and the line shooting to Shayla Baldwin.
This is going to be her first time at the free throw line.
She sinks her first attempt. So now Bird will bring it up. 6 seconds remaining. They're going to look to score quickly here before the end of the half, but it's taken away by the Pacers.
Yeah,
Howard
great
bringing it
defense
up.
there.
And the last-ditch effort, no good. It's not after the clock either way. So we're going to go into halftime now. 43-22 your score in favor of the Carson Newman Eagles. It's going to be a 15-minute break, and we'll be back with the third quarter in those 15 minutes.
Okay, we're just going to look up here. Okay, Coach, you kind of had a slow start in the first half. Tell us what you're going to do to change it.
Well, we got to play harder. We got to play harder, defend, and rebound. We're just not very good right now.
And welcome back, everyone, to the PBC-SAC crossover presented by the Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. The Carson Newman Eagles leading the USC Aiken Pacers 43-22. Jordan Phillips alongside Kristen Lowry calling the action live from the USC Aiken Convocation Center in Aiken, South Carolina. The inbound will be the Pacers. Bruce sending it over to Kiri Chandler. Now Mel Two-Wheel with it. The Pacers looking to start their third quarter off a lot hotter than the first and second half, or the first half. So
yeah, and if you were watching the first half, you would know that Carson Newman's defense is just overpowering the Pacers, not giving them a chance to, you know, really get any shots on. I mean, they're just really struggling with that. And then their defense is just exceptional also. So
yeah, they're finding open looks to the basket all over the floor. And Price from three and knocks it down.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a good example right there. So hopefully the Pacers will figure it out a little bit. They've seen in the first half what Carson Newman has, and hopefully they can come up with a way to counteract this from happening.
Absolutely. And from the corner from Two-Wheel, off the mark, rebounded and put back by Fluellen, but no good on that. But she will head to the free throw line.
That's her second and team's first this quarter. Going to the line to shoot two is Shea Llewellyn.
And off the mark from Fluellen. And drains the second. 46-23 now. And taken away by Two-Wheel, but out of bounds. Good read on the ball by Two-Wheel, just not able to have enough room. And the inbound from the Eagles. That one almost taken away, but there will be a foul called.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 11, Mel Two-Wheel.
That's going to be called on Mel Two-Wheel.
Team's first. At the line shooting two, Brianna Smith.
So Smith will step to the line and drains the first. And drains them both, does Brianna Smith.
And the ball, it was meant for number 32, Shea Fluellen, and it was deflected off of the Eagles out of bounds. So inbound will be the Pacers. Past Emily Waters. Rebounded by Emily Waters.
And Waters getting it down to Two-Wheel. Nice job by her. And the Eagles answer right back. So now Bruce bringing it up. Underneath to Fluellen, over to Waters, who pulls up. Off the mark, rebound by Bruce, puts it back up, off the mark again. And touched by the Eagles. Oh, no, they'll say that was off a Pacer. It will be Eagle ball.
Pacers, number 25, Low Lee.
And here we see Price with the ball.
Smith underneath, takes the shot, draws the foul.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 25, Low Lee. That's her first, the team's second. At the line shooting two, Brianna Smith.
This is going to be her second time at the free throw line this quarter.
And 2 quick fouls on her. She drains the first.
For the Pacers, number 3, Celine Vega, number 22, Star Timmy.
And that's another perfect 2 for 2 from the line from Smith. Now bringing it up underneath to Toomey. And Toomey makes the shot and is fouled. So the 3-point opportunity now for the Pacers.
Yeah, what a great drive there. What a great pass. Way to see that open shot. That was fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful, phenomenal passing.
Just what the Pacers need. I mean,
Exactly.
they need to build off of this. They need to make these 2 shots and
Well, it'll
or
only be
one shot,
yeah.
yeah.
It'll only be one since the
and one.
Yep. There you go. Chandler with the defense, now defended by Vega. And another shot drained by Harris Price. That one caught by Lee, sent over to Bruce, almost taken away. Now Chandler with it, driving in and taken away. Wester now with it. Harris Price unable to corral the pass, had a wide open look, but unable to get it under control. But she'll take the shot anyway, and it'll be rebounded. And the shot up again and off the mark, but rebounded by Marasites.
Fouls on the Pacers, number 15, Melissa Bruce. Her third, the team's third. At the line shooting 2, Brianna Smith.
So the foul there on number 15. Melissa Bruce is going to allow Brianna Smith to go up and shoot some free throws.
And that'll be the first free throw she's missed.
So seating in for the Pacers are number 12, Shayla Baldwin, number 23, Phoenicia Howard. And for the Eagles, number 4, Kelsey Marasites, and number 14, Addison Bird.
And rebounded by Toomey off that free throw.
And she's now going to be 4 for 6 on free throws.
So Vega with it. She kicks it back to Lee. Nice move. Double clutch by Baldwin. Beautiful play. Storming down was Marasites, and now Lee with it. And fouled is Lee. Excellent job by her drawing these fouls so far.
The fouls on the Pacers, number 3, Celine Vega. That's her first, it's the team's 4th. At the line shooting 2, number 2, Brianna Smith.
And drained is that one from Lee, or Smith.
Substituting for the Pacers, number 30, Blue Waters.
And drained that one, did Smith. Now Howard has it. And they're going to call that traveling on Shayla Baldwin. Now with it is Wester. She gets it over to Marasites, who's off the mark. Bird gets it back over to Wester again. Wester with an extremely high shot. Her shot goes so high into the air, but good for it. 59-30 now in favor of the Eagles, and that's taken away. And a wide open look from Lee, a little bit of pressure from behind and off the mark, but Bird with it, and they'll say she stepped out. And that pass,
I believe that might have been intended for maybe Emily Waters.
I think it was intended for either Waters or Lanisha Lee, but
All the way across the court, but
Yeah,
was
it-
intercepted.
it went off a Pacer leg and then off of a Carson Newman defender, so the Pacers will have the inbound. Now Chandler with it from 3, knocks it down.
She definitely capitalized on that opportunity. A 3-point shot with absolutely no defenders, so that was really good.
Yeah, had the wide open look, and then
And they answered
right
back. Yeah.
The Eagles just absolutely smothering the Pacers on both sides of the ball.
I mean, that really just shows what kind of team Carson Newman is. They don't allow one thing to affect their whole game. You know? I mean,
Absolutely not.
the Pacers scoring points isn't going to take their momentum, apparently.
Mariside's off the mark there, but rebounded from her sister. Now pulling up again is Wester, and another of those high arcing shots from Wester, and it just drains. And that one intercepted by Wester and off of a Pacer defender, and it will be Eagle ball. And that's going to lead us to a full media timeout. So we're going to take a break, but we will be right back. And we are back here from the Convocation Center. The Carson Newman Eagles with a commanding 63-33 lead over the USC Aiken Pacers. That one inside over to Marisites. Off the mark, rebounded by Chandler of the Pacers. Some tight defense from Weichel. And brought in and fouled is Marissa Bruce.
Foul was on number 14, Addison Bird. That's her second. Going to the line to shoot 2 is number 15, Marissa Bruce.
So Bruce will step to the line for 2.
Substituting in for Carson Newman, number 23, Tori Griffin, and number 40, Jessica Simmerly.
And making 1 of 2 is Bruce. So Weichel brings it up for the Eagles. Over to Griffin. And that one taken away by Chandler. Contested and blocked by Mika Wester, but recovered by the Pacers. So Chandler with it now. Vega pulling up off the mark, rebounded by Marisites, and she's bringing it up the floor. Over to Weichel, wide open look from three, and off the mark. And that's going to be a foul on the on the Eagles. That's going to be the fourth foul on Jekka Simmerly.
Let's see if the Pacers can make something happen here.
Off the mark by Vega, rebound.
Vega's having a rough time.
She's not been
having a
able to
rough
knock
time.
down those shots. Those wide open looks, she just hasn't been able to knock them down. And Wester, again, with that high arcing shot, just drains it down.
But I think that's one of the main reasons is that Vega's having those open shots is because, you know, Carson Newman sees that she's having a rough time with it. I guess they don't want to apply as much pressure maybe, or.
Well, it's almost like it's such an easy shot that you can get into your own head sometimes.
Yeah.
And Chandler driving in under pressure, not able to knock it down. Wester sending it up the floor to Marisites, who's going to pull up from three, off the mark, rebound, and out. It will be Pacer ball off the hands of number 23, Tori Griffin.
And in, we're going to have Howard for the Pacers, and I believe Toomey. No. Oh. I didn't see who the other one was, so never mind.
I believe the other one was Shayla Baldwin, number 12.
Baldwin.
And looking for some help, and intercepted by Marisites, bringing it down. She'll stop, pull up, off the mark, rebounded by Toomey, and she gets it over to Phoenicia Howard. Now Vega has it. She gets it over to Two-Wheel. Two-Wheel from three, knocks it down. 65-37 now in favor of the Pacers. Two-Wheel with 10 points. And that's going to be traveling called on the Eagles, I believe, and it will be Pacer ball. Or they're going to say it was a foul on Tori Griffin, excuse me.
Not nearly as many traveling turnovers this game.
Definitely
We've only
not.
had 5 this game, and I believe in the first quarter we probably had 5 or 6 of the first
Definitely
game,
not,
so.
yeah. Keeping track of the stats over there very nicely.
Oh, yeah.
As Phoenicia Howard brings it up. Two-Wheel with it down low, and they're going to call traveling on Mel Two-Wheel. So Weichel with it. She gets it over to Griffin, over to Tinsley. Up top for Wester, off the mark, rebounded by Howard.
A nice little over-the-head pass there, though. Didn't quite work out for them, but the pass
Yeah.
was nice.
And they're going to say that Howard stepped out of bounds, so it will be right back to the Eagles with Wester inbounding. So Weichel will control it with the Eagles. We've got 1 minute left in the third quarter. Over to Griffin. Now Weichel pulling up from three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin coming down. Gets it over. And off the mark herself, but she will go to the line for two.
Fouls on number 11 for the Eagles, Ashton Weichel. That's her second, and going to the line to shoot 2 is Shayla Baldwin.
And off the front of the rim from Baldwin. And off again by Baldwin, a little bit too much behind that one. Wester with the rebound.
I tell you, for the Pacers in general, free throws are just not working out for them.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's been a rough night from the from the free throw line for the Pacers.
32, Shayla Llewellyn. That's her third, it's the team's fifth, and going to the line for 2 is Michael Wester.
And Wester
She does. She has a strange shot, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's been on point all night, so.
It's a very high arcing shot. I can imagine it'd be pretty hard to block,
Yeah.
but it's got to be also kind of hard to track. But she's been knocking it down all night.
I mean, it's not pretty, but it works, you know.
And again, just a high arcing shot. It's very effective, especially from close range. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Waters with it, gets it underneath to Llewellyn, and she drains it down. And Weichel has it. Oh, over to Wester. Can imagine the Eagles are going to pass this one around for a while before taking a shot. Tori Griffin has it now over to Wester, and she'll put it up, draining it from close
High arc
range
shot.
again. Wester
Doing
with
the job.
20 points tonight. She has just dominated the Pacers, and that will do it for the third quarter. We're going to be right back with the start of the fourth and final quarter. Your score 69-39 in favor of the Carson Newman Eagles. And the inbound from the Carson Newman Eagles, start of the fourth quarter, 69-39 in favor of the Eagles. Jordan Phillips calling the action alongside Kristen Lowry.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, man. All right, all right, all right. We are dazed and confused here on Press Row. It's been a long match. The Carson Newman Eagles flexing their muscles 69-39 over the hosting USC Aiken Pacers. And Waters pulling up from three off the mark and rebounded by Marisites. That has been the story of the night for the Pacers. Just nothing seems to fall for them. And Smith has it. Back over to Marisites. Inside to Simmerly, but she sends it back out to Harris Price. Off the mark, rebounded by Marisites. Puts it back up. Off the mark once again, rebounds. Gets it over to Price, or Smith, excuse me. Back to Marisites, inside to Simmerly, back to Marisites once again, driving in. And that's gonna be a charge on Mel Two-Wheel. Or a charge against Mel Two-Wheel by Kayla Marisites.
I tell you, this is the second team I've seen with sisters
Yeah,
playing on the same team. I think that's pretty
I
cool.
believe they're also twins, as were the Griffiths from Lincoln Memorial. Kayla Marisites and Kelsey Marisites, both sophomores, so I think they might be twins. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Two teams in one
Yeah.
day with twins.
That's
Nice
pretty awesome.
shot
What a
by Llewellyn.
great shot right there by
Very-
Shea Llewellyn. I mean,
Yeah.
way to really, finish the drive and go through there. There are a lot of defenders there, so that was excellent.
Yeah, very soft touch by Llewellyn that play.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah.
one bounced over the goal.
Yeah, and that will be an out of bounds, and it will be Pacer ball. 69-41 now the score off that shot from Madison Bunch, the freshman from Morristown, Tennessee.
I think it'd be cool to play with my sister, but she's super unathletic, so.
Oh, man. See, that's the funny thing. My brother would say the same thing about me. Two-wheel pulls up and rebounded by Price. And Smith off the mark despite an excellent move. Driving in is Chandler, and way off the mark was Kiri Chandler, rebounded by Price. It's 5-on-2, sent over. Bunch gets it into Simmerly, puts it up and in. That Jekka Simmerly's first points since the first 4 of the match. And back in the first quarter, she got those first 4 points, and then quickly racked up 3 fouls and sat for a long time after that.
Oh, yeah. She sure did.
So Price has it, loses control, over to Smith, wide open in the corner, off the mark by a bunch. And rebounded by the Pacers. Two-wheel with it, gets it into Chandler. And she's off the mark, but gets her own rebound, puts it up again, blocked by Simmerly, rebounded by Waters. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Marisites.
Fouls on number 1, Kayla Marisites. That's her third. It's the team's third. Emily Waters to the charity stripe for 2.
Emily Waters taking her time to the free throw line. Let's see if she can sink these 2 shots, get the Pacers 2 more points.
Yeah, it was an area of struggle for her last season, so she'll look to improve on that here early in this season.
Substituting in your number 11 and number 4, Kelsey Marisites, as Ashley Whitehall on for the Pacers, number 21, Elena Thunder.
And knocks down that one.
So far, she's 50%. But, I mean, in all honesty, the Pacers, overall, their team today has just been struggling with free throws. So.
They have, yeah. They've been shooting around 50% all day long.
The fouls on the Pacers, number 21, Elena Thunder. Her first, the team's first.
And that'll be a foul on Alina Ponder. And the Pacers
Stolen
recover it.
away. Travel,
But
goodness
a travel,
gracious.
man.
That travel has just been getting them today.
Absolutely. Lanisha Lee had a wide open look to the basket, but just couldn't corral the ball in order to control it and get it to the basket. And Marisites struggling to find someone there, but finally finds Bunch. And
Picked
taken
away.
by
Nice
Bruce.
job.
Driving in. Easy layup from Marissa Bruce.
Excellent job by Bruce there.
71-44 now as Bunch receives the inbound.
The fouls on the Pacers, number 15.
And that's going to be a foul on Bruce, who is putting some tight defense on against Bunch. And Weichel with it. Over to Marisites, who loses it. Pass back trying to
in.
get- And nearly an and one.
I thought that one was going to go in.
Yeah, it was a very nice shot that time by Lanisha Lee, but just couldn't keep it inside.
That's her first, it's her team's fourth. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Lee.
And off the mark is Lee. And Lee drains that second free throw. 71-45 now as Weichel brings it up for the Eagles. And Bunch with a wide open look off the putback. Simmerly with a couple of wide open looks down low, but the Pacer defense able to corral it.
Number 33, Madison Bunch, that's her
And
second.
that's going to be a foul on Madison Bunch.
Strolling to the charity stripe for 2, Star Toomey.
Toomey draining the free throw. And Marisites getting that one over to Weichel. Back to Marisites once again.
Foul is on the Pacers, number 25, Lo Lee. Her second, the team's third this quarter. Michael Lester checks back in for Carson Newman.
And that foul going against Lee. And Weichel will inbound for the Eagles with 5 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. Bunch receives the inbound, pulls up off the front of the rim, rebounded by Bruce. Able to maintain control. And knocks it down for the and one. Does Marissa Bruce.
Coming in is number 14, Addison Bird. Bruce is in the line for the three-point play. Also checking into the lineup is number 21, Harris Price. The foul is charged to Ashley Weichel.
And we're going to see Bruce here at the line. And it's good.
So the three-point play completed by Bruce. 71-50. Marisites losing it, but taken right back by, that one taken back by Harris Price.
Quite the scramble there for the ball.
Yeah, it was very intense. And Bird knocking that one in off the backboard.
5 minutes and 20 seconds left of regulation here. And the ball's picked off.
That one taken away by Marisites. Over to Price. Now Wester with it, back to Price. Over to Marisites, who gets it down low to Wester. And that's going to be a foul.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 22, Star Jimmy. And that's her first as the team's fourth at the charity strike. Michael Lester for 2.
And it's good. That high arch. It's just, I mean, she's just killing it today.
Yeah, she's absolutely is. She's having a huge game.
21 points.
Yeah, 21 points to go alongside of 6 rebounds. I mean, she's having a nice game.
22 points, so. And a scramble for the ball. It's going to go out, and that's going to be Eagles ball, I believe.
That's going to be a full media timeout, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in about a minute. And we are back Jordan Phillips alongside Kristen Lowry in the PBC-SAC crossover tournament, the second match of day number 1 between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Carson Newman Eagles. The Eagles with a commanding 76-50 lead here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Marisites to inbound for the Eagles and gets it over to Harris Price. Price back over to Marisites. Marisites driving in, blocked by Toomey, but rebounded by Bird. And Marisites able to get back to it. And just off, rebounded by Toomey. Sent up. Now Fluellen with it. Sends it back to Bruce, but gets away from her. And that's going to be a backcourt violation.
I think with this Carson Newman defense pressuring the Pacers so much, they're feeling the need to pick up their game and everything, but at the same time they need to just take a minute, you know. I mean,
yeah.
Not a minute, but just really.
It's forcing them to, well, force plays. I mean, they're trying they're trying to fit balls in where they're not able to. I mean, they probably just shouldn't try to. They're trying to make these passes that aren't smart passes just to try and get some offense started, and it's really been suffocating the Pacers ever since the early parts of the first quarter.
They're just having a hard time controlling the ball now. So
now Marisites driving in, but kicks it back out to Price, over to Griffin. Now Price with it again. Over to Griffin for 3. Knocks it down, 3-pointer from Tori Griffin. And Vega for 3 now, and off the mark once again. Now Marisites drives in, sends it over, inside to Griffin, and she'll be fouled. It'll be the and 1.
Fouls on number 23, Phoenicia. First is Satine Smith. Checking the lineup number 2, Brianna Smith. And the line for the 3-point play is number 23, Tori Griffin. And number 14, Addison Bird, check 17.
and here's the and 1.
And off the mark by Griffin. And rebounded by the Pacers. Now with it is Baldwin. She sends it over. Now Vega has it, kicks it back out to Howard. Howard trying to get inside, but stuffed at the net. And another easy basket for Smith. Man, this Carson Newman offense is just doing whatever it wants out there.
Oh, yeah.
And Vega has it, gets it back over to Lee, who sends it right back to Vega. Over to Baldwin, who sends it to, and that's going to be out of bounds, I believe, on Lanisha Lee. Oh, no, they're going to say it was a foul. That was a foul on number 4, Kelsey Marisites. And the first free throw drained by Lanisha Lee. And off the mark on the second free throw. And wide open is Griffin. She knocks down the 3-pointer.
Yeah, she's having a good time outside that 3-point line there.
Yeah, it's definitely been her comfort zone. Toomey able to make that play. Vega from 3-pointer again, and off the mark again.
Yeah, rough night for Vega, but I think if she just makes, you know, a minor adjustment, comes back out tomorrow and continues shooting the way she is, you know, taking the chances with just a slight adjustment, she'll be doing really well. So let's hope she can figure that out tomorrow also.
Yeah, that's going to be a big part. I mean, she's taken, I believe, 7 3-point shots now and she's made none of them. Thought about it again there, sent it back over. And dropping it down is number 25, Lanisha Lee.
That was a great job by Vega, seeing who's open there.
Exactly. Extending the play, passing it around, finding the open man. And dropping it down is Marasites. And it's going to be a jump ball in favor of the Pacers.
Yeah, Coach Miller sitting there and just telling Ponder to slow down. And I mean, she keeps losing possession sometimes of the ball, so I think he was letting her know that she needs to slow down and, you know, maintain that possession, and she'll do a whole lot better.
And again, Lee from 3-point range, off the mark this time. Recovered this time by the Eagles. They'll say jump ball, and it'll go to the Eagles. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter and in the game. 91-54 in favor of the Eagles. And taken away by the Pacers. Now Ponder has it off the pass from Toomey. And that's going to go against Weichel, her 4th foul of the night. Now Ponder will head to the line to shoot 2. And she's off the mark with that first free throw. And drops down the second one. And Tinsley with it with 46 seconds remaining. And that'll be a foul by Ponder.
Foul was on the Pacers, number 21, Lena Ponder. That's her second. And going to the line to shoot 2 is number 11, Ashton Weichel.
So Weichel heads to the line for the Eagles. He drops down the first of 2.
Back in the court for the Pacers, Felicia Howard.
And she's good 2 of 2, 93-55 now. The Pacers with the ball, 40 seconds remain. And that one's stolen away by the Eagles. Off the mark is Griffin, and it will be Pacer ball.
She read that really well.
She did, yeah, she absolutely did a phenomenal job of excellent defensive awareness by Griffin. Toomey with it. She goes in. Off the mark, rebounded by the Pacers. Put up and in. That time by Lee. And so the Eagles have it. Shot clock is turned off. You can imagine they'll just hold this one as let time expire. 93-57 should be your final score here from the USC Aiken Convocation Center. And that will do it. So the PBC-SAC tournament day 1 comes to a conclusion. The Pacers picking up the loss here, 93-57 in favor of the Eagles. Be sure to join us tomorrow. Kristen and I will be calling the action again as we'll see the Lander Bearcats taking on the Carson Newman Eagles and the Pacers taking on the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters. Those games will happen at 2 and 4 o'clock respectively. So we've had a good time today. Hopefully you'll join us again tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.